IR35 reform came into effect on the 6th of April 2021, and though we may not understand the full impact for some months, some initial patterns are emerging. So, what effect is IR35 reform having on the contracting industry? In this month's video blog for recruiters powered by Orange Genie Compliance, we will provide a full analysis on the impact of IR35 on the contracting industry. Please keep watching to find out more. Let's get started. Firstly, early effects were worsened by COVID-19. The biggest danger was always that end clients would not be prepared to execute their new responsibilities correctly, and that this would lead to last-minute, knee-jerk responses. This has definitely happened, but it can largely be attributed to the pandemic, which saw other areas grabbing attention and resources. The net effect of this was that the unfair and unintended fallout that we saw in the public sector were widely repeated, with thousands of contractors and ultimately end clients themselves facing the consequences. For many contractors, this meant being caught up in a blanket decision that incorrectly found them to be inside IR35, or seeing their clients refuse to work with PSCs. We saw a marked swing towards umbrella in March and April, much of it driven by risk-averse end clients who had not had the chance to prepare. Now the dust is beginning to settle. Blanket IR35 determinations and PSC bans are a quick way to control the headline risks, but they come at a high price. Businesses who have struggled over the last few months to secure the skills they need are reassessing their position. Now they have the opportunity to do so. We're seeing more and more clients assessing IR35 correctly. And this trend is likely to continue as demand for contractors increases. So, it's well worth assessing IR35 correctly. Whatever the government's expectations may have been, and despite the fear and uncertainty contractors have lived with for the last few years, the majority of correct assessments are resulting in outside IR35 decisions. Excluding blanket assessments and bans, we're seeing less than a third of contractors being found to be inside IR35. Where your clients assess correctly and allow contractors to trade through PSCs where appropriate, they can make themselves more attractive to contractors and reduce the cost of hiring at the same time. The underlying issue that IR35 assessments require specialist expertise and an investment of time and resources still remains. We would strongly advise most clients to involve IR35 compliance experts whose knowledge and experience can help to overcome those difficulties. Next, the use of CEST. If your clients were in any doubt about whether they should use the government's own online status tool, check employment status for tax, CEST. Yet more damning evidence has recently been revealed when HMRC published usage statistics for the period between November 2019 and May 2021. According to the published figures, CEST returned the following results during that period: 499,974 outside IR35, 308,176 inside IR35, 210,100 undetermined. According to their own published data, CEST was not able to determine IR35 status in more than 200,000 cases. This is just the latest in a long line of failures and criticisms, going back to CEST's launch in 2017. The most serious of which is that it isn't aligned with case law and cannot be relied upon to return accurate results. Our advice about using CEST remains the same. If your clients insist on using it, The results should be checked by specialist experts before they're used in any kind of decision. Here is how Orange Genie Compliance with expertise in IR35 can help your clients. If your clients have asked you about their IR35 process, we can assess their position, including the size and makeup of their contingent workforce, the contractual arrangements in the supply chain, and the working practices in place. We'll then make bespoke recommendations based on their findings and help your client implement the necessary processes to minimise risk and cost while protecting their supply chain from unnecessary disruption. To request a free consultation with Orange Genie Compliance experts, please contact us on 01296 468 483 or email info@orangegenie.com. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned as we are preparing another great video for you. So please subscribe to our video channel to receive a notification when our next video will be published.